Acrylic paint, bold, fast, and versatile. But did you know it started as an experiment for plastic, not as an art material? But in the next few minutes, we are going to dive into the story of how and who created it and what artists used them first and how it has evolved over the years. In 1901, German chemist Otto Rohm starts experimenting with acrylic resins. In 1934, so 33 years later, Rohm and Haas, I think that's how you say it, and his company patents, and I have to read this because I can't say it, polymethyl methacrylic, also known as plexiglass. And it was originally developed for industrial use, like windshields for planes and signs and things like that. Paintable acrylic resin was discovered by accident while researching flexible coatings. So something to coat plexiglass with, and bingo, acrylic paint showed up. Oftentimes in experiments, things that you didn't know were coming actually get invented. In 1940s, the American company Beaucourt Artist Colors creates Magna, the first acrylic-friendly paint, but it was solvent-based. And it was used by muralists and modernists for durability and brightness. Some of the very same reasons I use it today. In 1955, Liquitex, Henry Levison, develops the first water-based acrylic paint. The same paint I use today. And it dries quickly, it cleans up with water, and it sticks to anything. Canvas, wood, fabric, walls, all sorts of stuff. Suddenly, acrylics became popular and practical for studio artists, hobbyists, and schools. Schools use a lot of acrylic paint. Acrylics were embraced by modern artists who valued fast drying and bright colors. Helen Frankenthaler used them for staining techniques. Roy Lichtenstein and Andy Warhol used them for pop art. David Hockney praised their immediacy and their color range. Acrylics started gaining legitimacy as a serious medium. Modern acrylics now come in heavy body paint, open paint, which means it doesn't dry as fast. There is now, and I've been practicing with this, pearl paint for a very thin paint that you can paint on scarves. You have this. I have the set, but I haven't started playing in it yet. And if you're a craftsperson or a furniture flipper or anything like that, you might have used Dixie Belle paint. Chalk paint is all acrylic paint. Right now, I am painting a rug on my deck. I know, I'm crazy. But here we go. It is an acrylic paint. And another thing I'm playing with right now is this extra heavy, and it's called molding, not modeling, but molding paste. It's very thick. You can spread it on there with a palette knife. It'll dry, then you can paint over it. And as you run your hand over it, you can feel the thing you just painted. So I'm playing around with that, and I'm having a ball with it. Light fastness, color mixing, and permanence have improved dramatically. Today, they're a favorite for beginners and pro artists alike for very good reason. They're accessible, they're affordable, and they're adaptable. They're perfect for all skill levels. Used in fine art, decorative painting, street murals, and even fashion and craft. Acrylics represent the democratization of painting in the 20th and 21st centuries. From lab experiment to the backbone of a modern painting, acrylics have come such a long way. And if you love painting with them or want to learn more, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. And check out my other videos on how to get the most out of this amazing medium. I'm going to put a card up here for a playlist of painting classes that you can take and learn how to paint different things. So thank you so much for being here. Let's paint together soon.